His speech today is coming out of the Competent Communication. It's his second speech, and his speech title is Proper Training. And, oh, excuse me, I apologize, Proper Planning. And the speech objective is to organize your speech. Please help me welcome, give a warm welcome to Andrea.
Point of order. Time of the speech?
Oh, I'm sorry. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
And DeAndre says he wants to be awed, all his awes. Ding, ding, ding. You want to?
Proper planning. I know we've all heard the age-old adage, if you fail to plan, plan to fail. Fellow Toastmasters, Madam Toastmasters, distinguished guests, for the past 6 years, I've been a college student. Don't mean I failed every class that I've taken. This is actually my second bachelor's degree. One very important thing that I keep learning in college is that I must plan, and I must plan properly. With that said, I believe if you don't plan and you take the time out and fail to plan, if you fail to plan, you will fall into someone else's plan and someone else's idea of what you should be doing. And guess what they got in store for you? Not a whole lot. Planning has allowed me to keep my family life in order, my work life, my work atmosphere in order, as well as my school life. Let's try to emphasize planning and what it means. What does planning mean to you? Well, I took the courtesy of searching online, and I found hundreds of definitions for planning. But I will use this one because it works well in my speech. Planning is a detailed scheme or method for attaining an objective. So what the definition is saying is, it's a method for attaining an objective or goal, so to speak. Sort of like a map. I must admit, through life, I never had a map. So I pretty much bumbled around from here to there, really with no direction. I guess that's why I wasted a lot of time, really not doing a whole lot constructive. In my home life, my job as a parent is an instant joy. And to maintain that joy, I have to have some form of order. I have doctor appointments, I got scheduled meetings, I got school events, and I got math homework. For some reason, my kids, they didn't master math like I did. I mean, maybe it's because of the calculators and all the high-tech gadgets that they have nowadays. As I mentioned before, I have 3 children, and they all have different hobbies. And they all have cell phones, and they all have laptops. And I'm the guy that has to program and keep control of the apps, downloads, the music libraries, all that stuff. So I'm the guy to take care of all that. At times, I wouldn't be able to keep on top of that if I didn't proper plan. Proper plan helps me at work as well. I've been so efficient at work that I have coworkers asking me for advice. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you save time? Even management have asked me. And they've even gotten to the point to actually train people. Isn't that kind of funny? At my job, there's a lot of what I call busy work. I see a lot of folks with a lot of busy work. A lot of people not doing a whole lot. And to me, what busy work means, I mean, a quick definition for busy work is like fumbling around, doing 10 tasks, taking 10 tasks to do one job, when they can efficiently do the job in one task. See, me, I like working hard. I don't like working hard, I like working smart. I would rather plan for 10 hours and then execute one time, instead of executing 10 times and wasting 36 hours. It just doesn't make sense. So when I finally have had enough with the nonsense and the busy work, I get down to planning. And then we execute our plan. Now let's go back to my definition of planning. Planning is a detailed method of attaining a goal. So why aren't we all setting goals? I've learned that people are the most happiest when they're working towards a self-created goal or plan. We all have wants, right? So why aren't we all setting these goals? Quick example. I have a coworker of mine. I'm going to call her Jean. Great lady, sweet lady. But every day she comes in and she complains about money. And being that there's unlimited overtime all year round pretty much, being that she confided in me, I said, well, why don't you work 5 hours overtime? Because she complains that as soon as her insurance comes out, it's deducted from her check. She's pretty much broke. So she said, oh no, overtime not me. I couldn't do that. I would rather, and see me on the other hand, I would rather plan to work overtime. So therefore, I can get my goals accomplished. But Jean, on the other hand, she refuses to work overtime. So she's a prime example of a person who fails to plan and will probably continue to fail. The last important area in my life that's important to properly plan is my education. I put as many hours in educating myself as I can in the subject that I'm studying. The going rule in college is 3 hours for every semester hour per week. I'm a part-time student, so therefore I only take 2 classes, so that amounts to about, let's say 9 hours times the 2 classes, 18 hours per week. The plan is, it keeps me in line, keeps my GPA where it needs to be, and keeps me on point. In conclusion, where does this leave us in our daily lives? Well, I have to believe that we do waste a lot of time doing things that are not beneficial. There are 24 hours in a day. We get 8 hours of sleep. We have to sleep. Some of us. We get 8 hours for work, and those of us who run our own business. And we got 8 hours of free time. So what are we doing in that free time? Most of us are on the tube, on the phone. We could be doing a lot of things in that extra 8 hours. We can learn another language. We can get a little bit more exercise. I had to admit I need a little bit more exercise myself. Or we could be of some service to someone in need. Before I leave, I will say this. Take the time out to plan for every week, every month, every year. Matter of fact, throw in some big goals, some big ideas that you want to get accomplished. You'll save yourself time, perhaps some money, and a lot of aggravation. Madam Toastmaster.